So today we're talking about distance on the coordinate plane. But before we start thinking about distance on the coordinate plane, we're just going to talk about the coordinate plane and get used to how the coordinate plane works. So the first step in getting used to the coordinate plane is drawing some number lines. So our first number line is just a normal number line. It has 0 in the middle. It has positive numbers to the right and negative numbers to the left. So draw that in your math journal and I'll be right back. So we're drawing a second number line, and this is going to be just like our other number line, but this one goes up and down. And we're going to put 0 in the middle again, but then I need to add some more numbers to my number line. So which direction do you think the positive numbers would go on my number line? Up or down?
Down.
You think down? You think up?
Yeah.
Which one makes the most sense?
Down.
You think down? Why does down make sense for positive numbers? Okay, so the positive numbers on this number line are going to go up to the sky. Like something is growing or getting bigger, it's going to be measured in positive numbers. And then down below 0, almost like temperatures, when temperatures fall below 0, they become negative temperatures. So we're going to have our negative numbers on the bottom side of this line or underneath the 0. So we have two number lines here. They're both exactly the same. They could both be used for anything, but one is going sideways, horizontal, and one is going up and down, which is vertical. The part you need to remember is where the positive numbers are. Okay, so we have positive to the right and positive going up, and we have negative to the left and negative going down. Okay, so we erased our two separate number lines, and now we are putting them together. So we have drawn our horizontal number line, and we have drawn a vertical number line that goes right through the middle of our horizontal number line. And these two number lines get a special name when they meet together. Okay? So the name of the number lines is called the coordinate plane, because now I have all these different sections of number lines that I can put things in. All right? But each line in my number line has a special name too. So the horizontal line, his name is the x-axis. So write that next to the x-axis. And the vertical number line has a name, and its name is the y-axis. Coordinate plane, where both the lines meet, you're going to put a dot. And that dot is called a point. And the point has a special name because it's right where both the number lines meet. And the name of this point is the origin. And this origin has some numbers that go with it too. And the numbers that go with the origin are 0, 0. So when we plot points on a coordinate plane, we are always going to have a parentheses with two numbers inside. One of those numbers is for the x-axis, and one of them is going to be for that y-axis. And the x-axis, we already know, moves in two directions. It can move to the right or the left. So the coordinate plane has 4 boxes or 4 areas in it. This one up here is called quadrant 1. So the next one, we're going to move counterclockwise to name these quadrants. This guy over here is called quadrant 2. Keep moving around. This one is quadrant 3. And the last one is called quadrant 4. Now in each of these quadrants, the X's and the Y's have a certain positive or negative sign on them. So we're going to go over that now. So in quadrant 1, the X is positive and the Y is positive. So this is how I write that to show you. I got a positive X and a positive Y. In quadrant 2, our X has moved to the left, so my X becomes negative, but my Y is going up, so it's still positive for quadrant 2. In quadrant 3, they're both going to be negative. And in quadrant 4, my X is positive and my Y is negative. So these are just some facts that you need to know about the coordinate plane, and you're going to use this page in your notes to help refresh your memory whenever you forget. We'll do an example. All right, so we drew a new coordinate plane, and you'll notice that we numbered our number lines. And we were thinking of just that x-axis, that horizontal number line, and we put positive numbers to the right and negative numbers to the left. And then we looked at that y-axis and we put our positive numbers going up and our negative numbers going down. And you'll notice every time Miss McNally draws a coordinate plane, she labels that x and y axis. That will help you when you're trying to plot your points. So now let's go and do a few examples. We're going to start with just positive numbers. So does anyone remember what quadrant I'll be in if I'm just using positives? Yes, good. So we're just going to be plotting points in this quadrant right now because I'm going to keep everything positive. So I'm just going to pick a few numbers, write these down at the side of your paper somewhere. And we're going to practice plotting them. For the first ordered pair, I have, remember, an X and a Y. So I'm looking at my X-axis for the first number and the Y-axis for the second number. Which direction does the X-axis go, Cameron?
Over 2.
Yes, over 2, and that means to the right 2. So if I'm looking at my X-axis, if I go over 2, I'm going to stop right there. But then I have to look at the Y to help me get to the actual point that I'm going to plot. Bella, can you sit your head up? So how many am I going to go for Y? 4. Good, Cameron. And Cameron said I'm going to go up 4. So let's go up 4. And right there is where my point is going to go. And when I put my point, I'm always going to label it with that ordered pair. Change colors. We're going to try the next ordered pair. I have 3 and 6. So 3 means I'm moving which way?
Oh, right.
Yes, excellent. So let's go to the right 3. Don't put a point down yet, though. And how many am I going up?
6.
6. So right up there is where my point is going to go. And then I'm going to label it with the ordered pair. For the last one, I want you to try plotting it yourself. So pause the video, plot this point, and then I'll be right back and show you the answer. So for our last ordered pair, we're going over 1 and we're going up 5. So my point and your point should be right there. Okay, so one reminder before you start your IXL is that when you're looking at the x value, the first number, you're either going to go up or down. You go up if the number is what? Come on, Cameron. Positive. Good. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing the wrong thing. My bad. Yes. See, that's why I need your help, Cameron. Okay, so we go right if the number is positive, and we go left if it is negative. That's right. And then what about y? Which way do I move? Up or down for this one? So I go up if the number is up if it's positive. That's right. Down if it's negative. That's right. So I'm going to leave this right here for you to look at while you work on your IXL. And you're going to practice plotting those points. And you're going to let me know if you have any questions.